2014 will perhaps go down as the year the internet no longer seemed like quite such a benevolent presence in all our lives. I mean, for years we were like, oh look, it's full of kitten pictures. But this year, lurking behind almost every unpleasant event was some kind of online origin story.
Trolling, harassment and online misogyny were constantly in the news. Celebrity photographs were stolen and shared, and Sony Pictures suffered the most merciless hacking since Janet Leigh in Psycho.
Then, of course, you had terrorists using the internet. Yeah, I suppose I've got to talk about ISIS, if that's what you even call them. I mean, I don't know if they're ISIS or ISIL or just IS, which I suppose is sort of vanilla ice.
The unfolding horror show that is ISIS has its roots in a terrorist group once commonly known as Al-Qaeda in Iraq, which in June declared...
There was this comet which lived miles away in space, and these scientists were trying to land a probe on it so they could find out more about it, like what it was made of and if the weather was nice there, that sort of thing. The science people are all in the control house looking at computers, and then when it landed they were really happy, which was lovely to see.
Then the probe sent back these sort of selfies, which everyone said were amazing, even though they were in black and white. It was all just rocks, like no trees or waterfalls or even like, I don't know, a horse by a pond in the background.
Anyway, the news coverage was really great, totally comprehensive. They'd spoke to all the science people who'd done it, and one of them was this science man. He was wearing this sort of rude shirt with all drawings of ladies' bums on it.
Possibly the water, the 50% water ice we find on a comet, could have been a delivery mechanism to the Earth.
People on the internet said he was a bit silly, and then they said he was a bit wrong, and then a bit bad, and then sexist, and then oppressive and horrible and disgraceful, and totally and unforgivably evil, and that he should apologise. And so the next day he did.
The shirt I wore this week, I made a big mistake and I offended many people, and I'm very sorry about this.
It was sad to watch the way it looked on the news. Normally when people the internet doesn't like issue an apology, they're still not forgiven, because the internet's sort of like a killing machine. It can't forgive. But this bloke cried, and when he cried everyone felt sorry for him again, so things calmed down and went back to normal. And then there was someone else to hate, so we did that. Can't remember who that was. Could have been anyone.